Hello, my name is Robert Lancaster, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about really the best power miter saw that you can buy, and some of the considerations you might think about that maybe aren't totally explained by the manufacturers. First of all, I wanted to explain on my old saw, the one I really like the best. It doesn't have a blade guard anymore, and the tool is obsolete. You can still buy them on eBay and places you may be able to find one. I think if you did, I think you would be happy with the way it operated. But my old saw here, the blade guard subsequently died, and it doesn't have that blade guard that was really a rather poor design to begin with. One thing to consider is how fast the blade is turning, or the feet per second. So if you take a 7 1/4 inch blade, some power miter boxes, they sell 7 1/4 at 5,800 RPM. That means the tip speed is 191 feet per second. A 12 inch blade running at 4,000 RPM, that will run 209 feet per second. A 10 inch blade at 5,000 RPM, the blade speed is 218 feet per second. A 12 inch blade, I found one at 3,200 RPM. That's only running 167 feet per second. This saw here with a 14 inch blade running 3,800 RPM has a blade speed of 232 feet per second. And I think that's part of the reason that this is a superior cutting machine. Also, you'd want to consider the weight of the machine. And let me show you what I mean. Some of the new saws, such as this Makita that I own, it's made out of aluminum, and I just don't think it has enough weight to be very, very rigid. Also in this tool, I went out and bought a high quality Forest Chopmaster blade for that machine, but that blade is 125 thousandths thick, and the Makita blade that came with the saw is only about 190 thousandths thick, and it seemed like the saw struggled trying to keep the speed up, so you had to cut very slowly because of the tooth design or the thicker blade. So why would I consider this the best power miter box? Well, let me show you. We're going to talk about the quality of the cut. And on this tool, let me cut a piece of chair rail for you. And I'm going to mark. Hope you can see this. I'm going to put a mark here on the top side. Okay, so we'll know what's the top and the bottom. So I put a mark here on the top side. So now let me cut this, and let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you the piece here. So here was the top side. Hope you can see my pencil mark. Does a nice job here. And then this would be the front. Then the critical part, that always looks bad, is this bottom side. And so that was really where the blade is coming down. The wood is unsupported, and you can see it is very, very clean here on the bottom side. That's the reason that I think this is really one of the finest power miter boxes that have ever been made. But how would it do on something that's obviously difficult to do, to cut cleanly? Oak veneered plywood. Let's see how this saw does on that. So again, here's the top side. Very nice cut. Wow, look at the bottom side. Very clean, no tear out at all. That certainly, for me, is an important attribute of this saw. So why would that be so important? Well, I was building some kitchen cabinets, and so I had my stock in long pieces, so I could cut 45. I wanted to miter the corners, and then I set up a simple stop with a clamp, and then I could turn the piece, the top side, I could turn it upside down and cut the other side. Where normally you have to flip the saw over here, cut one side, flip it over there, back and forth, back and forth. And I need several pieces, cut them all at the same time, front side, back side, put them together, came out beautiful. So that's the reason I think if you owned one of these saws, you would probably say, you know, that's the finest cutting power miter box I think that was ever made. So hope you found some good out of this video, and we'll just see you later.